has the ability to enhance the beauty and function of your home, but it could also create emotions. The first thing you need to do is to think about the role that each room plays in your life.
Hello, my name is Monica Selesky. Welcome to my home. I'm a designer and the CEO of Eclectic Elements. I love the power that design has to change your emotional state. When you walk into a home and the home is beautifully designed, it can make you happier than you already are.
We show you how to set a room's mood through design on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. They say that happiness begins at home. Your rooms could be warm, welcoming, your heaven on earth, the place where you recharge. It all depends on your design choices. This 8,000 square foot waterfront home has 7 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. Every space in this beautiful property was designed to reflect the homeowner's lifestyle. So we're here today joined by designer and owner of Eclectic Elements interior design firm, Monica Selesky. Monica, welcome to SoFlo Home Project.
Thank you. Happy to be here with you.
So we are excited to tour your beautiful home. It is exquisite, and I think it's going to be such a treat for our viewers. It's expansive and all of the light and bright feel to it. And right now we're in the entry of your beautiful home.
I feel the most important thing when someone walks into your home, it's the entrance. It creates the emotion that you want them to feel and the experience you want them to have in the home. What I love most about the entrance of my home is that it's welcoming. First, they see the koi fish.
Love that accent.
It represents peace and prosperity and abundance.
I love that you established this beautiful open entryway, but that grounded by the sculptures here, because this is sort of a central focal point, but it still keeps it open and light.
Yes, what I love about this entrance, as you said, the openness. But this is still a living room area because you have the beautiful benches here. They're curved. 4 people can sit when you're having a party. Also, I did this platform to raise the statues to make them taller because of the 30-foot ceilings, and it makes a statement, but it doesn't block the view.
Now, something else you see when you walk in is this awesome catwalk, as I'm going to call it. Talk to us about that, because I am seeing right through it all the way to the upstairs, and that's not something you see every day.
This catwalk is amazing because it kind of like joins the upstairs to the downstairs, and I always tell the people, the women especially, when you're upstairs and I'm having a party, don't stand there, because the guys, if you're wearing a mini skirt, it's not the best option.
But it's an amazing entryway. I love the way, I mean, the chandelier you could see all the way through the floor. Everything in here is so light and bright, but the colorful artwork that's surrounding us on all the other walls in the home is just such a nice infusion of colors.
What I feel is that I like all neutral colors because it emits peaceful emotions, and the art was the excitement of the house. So I choose art that was bright but not too bright. Everything carries a symbol. Every color emits an emotion. So design has the power to transform your emotions.
Now, you also have a lot of silver, and I love that. I'm seeing this beautiful console table, a lot of different metallic accents in that silvery tone.
Silver for me, it's because it's shiny, it's shimmery, it's still like heaven. And I like shine, so think about it. In the morning when you wake up and you see the sunrise, it's still everything's shining, it's glistening. And I like the silver because it's kind of fresh, it's sexy, it's light.
Absolutely. So keeping things light, adding bold pops of color where you need it, and creating this wonderful sanctuary. But we've got a lot of other areas that we're going to explore in this fabulous home that do add some color.
Yes.
And we are going to check that out when we come back. Coming up, we experience more of this fabulous great room on SoFlo Home Project. How do you choose the right windows or doors for your home? We're going to show you coming up next on SoFlo Home Project. When it comes to choosing the right windows and doors for your home, there are a lot of decisions to be made. We're here today with USA Windows and Doors to find out a little bit more how they help homeowners with the process. So we are are here today with Mike Martinez from USA Windows and Doors. Mike, I want to welcome you to SoFlo Home Project.
Thank you so much. This is exciting for us. We're really looking forward to this relationship.
I want to get a little bit of background about USA Windows and Doors as a company.
Okay, great. You know, we've been around for a lot of years, but in 2018, our current ownership bought the company, and they changed direction into offering multiple products. Most companies out there, what they're doing is they're offering one product, one window, one option, and they don't have the ability to flex with the customer for their needs. So not all impact windows are the same. A lot of different homes require different needs. Impact windows are just laminated or laminated with insulated. Some of them want different tints, low E to stop the heat from coming in. Options are the key to making it an affordable option for you.
Absolutely. So you're giving homeowners lots of choices, but not only are options a key, but great installation.
Absolutely.
And warranties and all of those things that come once they're put in.
Thank
so
you.
talk to us a little bit about that part of the business.
Thank you. That's an important part. Everybody else offers a manufacturer's warranty. We offer a 100% lifetime warranty. Our installers are all certified and trained by us. They all have to be approved by us before they come into your house. We take care of everything. If you've got an HOA, we'll take care of the approval process. The permits for the building permits, we take care of that for you.
So when it comes to replacing windows and doors, that's a big project for the home, and any types of savings or incentives are always a good thing. So are there any right now that homeowners should know about?
Oh yeah, actually there's a couple really large ones right now. The governor's tax-free period for the next 2 years, saving thousands of dollars on taxes that you won't have to pay. We're offering incentive for the next month right now. We're actually buying your old windows. So we're gonna pay people to go ahead and change their windows out.
Wow, so that sounds like a deal that no one's gonna not take, because you got tax-free.
Yeah.
And for this month, you will buy back
Yep.
the old windows.
Absolutely.
Amazing savings.
Yeah.
Mike, so most importantly, how do homeowners contact you at USA Windows and Doors if they're thinking about making some changes at their home?
Okay, well the easiest way is to call the number on the screen. We'll set up a product specialist to come out to their house and get the ball rolling perfectly.
Well, sounds like great stuff. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today and sharing a little bit more about USA Windows and Doors.
Great, thank you so much.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our tour of this fabulous waterfront home with designer Monica Selesky. Monica, so before the break, we talked about the entryway of your home, how it's this sort of seamless connection from indoor to out. You see right out to the beautiful views, and just to the left of that is this dining room. The dining room is located at one end of the great room. This welcoming space has been designed to stimulate your senses as well as your appetite. So as we walk into this dining room, there's this beautiful pop of red. I mean, the dining chairs and then the art brings in so many other colors. What was your thought about bringing in the red and choosing that particular color?
The reason that I love red, because it emits energy, it's sexy. So when you're throwing a dinner party, you want to create an experience that it awakes their appetite, awakes their senses. And since the chandeliers are so bling bling, I needed to tone it down. I wanted simple design, but I wanted a pop of color.
I love this pop, and I love that the chairs are very low back. We talked about you don't want it too overpowering, and then you got this great pop of color then on the wall.
In this art, it has the colors of raspberries, of reds, of love, and then it has the blue, which brings in the sky. It's like heaven. So at nighttime, you're doing a dinner party, it creates a magical experience for them.
I want to talk about the chandeliers. These are amazing. So are these custom? Because I've never seen anything like this.
So what I like about these, they're multicolored. It's like a fantasy for your eyes, because you see beads, you see mirrors, it's kind of multi-dimensional. To me, it's just pure decadence and excitement and love.
It really is. I mean, we always talk about making a statement over a dining table. This makes more than a statement. It's amazing. And I love the mirrors, because that's always something so unexpected to find in a light fixture.
And the reason that I chose two, because I wanted it to be bold. I want to excite you and make a statement, so you're like, wow, I want to be here.
It definitely makes a statement, and I love that this is such a long table. I mean, when you say you entertain in this home, this is the perfect entertaining space.
It is.
I noticed on the walls, you have almost this Venetian plaster
Yes.
type of a specialty finish. This kind of breaks up the sort of matte white wall that's in the
Yes.
main entryway.
The Venetian plaster color that I chose is silk, it's sexy, shimmery. It's just a touch. I wanted something so slight that it adds a shine, but really doesn't distract from all the color in the house.
Definitely, it really gives this nice reflectivity.
I didn't want to define the space with blocking the energy of the house. So I defined the space by putting the dining room here and also by creating the wall and doing the Venetian plaster wall, as I did on the other side. So I'm just defining spaces.
And now, speaking of the other side, we are going to check out a really amazing living room. There's 2 seated areas. I mean, you talk about your home is for entertaining. This is an amazing entertaining space.
The reason I wanted 2 seating areas was to have a flow. So if I'm having guests, it's for entertaining. And I also did the same sofas and the same rugs to have some unity.
And that's a great tip to our viewers. We
Yes.
always love to give them great design advice. And that is nice use of a longer living room area to kind of keep the ground the same with the rug and the sofa, but then mix it up with all the accents.
Yes, because most people, they don't know what to do with a big living room. So I always tell them, just join them, but make a flow.
I love that, and I thought that was another great thing they did with the Lucite chairs, where you could see right through, so there is no blocking to the second area of the room, but it creates a nice division too.
Or you can turn the chair around. People turn one chair one way, but also they're a piece of art and they're see-through, so you can create that illusion of more space.
Absolutely.
This room is basically all white,
Yes.
because I wanted to feel like you're in heaven. And what I did is there I put color in the coffee table books.
That's another great way to
Yes.
simply infuse things that are your passions, things that are just interesting to you.
I always say the coffee table books are like the jewelry that you choose to wear.
Definitely,
so
great
again,
example.
people, they can have just a simple sofa, a simple chair. Let's dress it up with some flowers, some coffee table books.
Absolutely, and we talk about setting a mood for each room in the home. But I love the way on this side of the space, it kind of has its own look. And there you didn't use art, but you balanced it with these grand floor length mirrors.
I love floor mirrors because you get a big and bold statement. It's not expensive. It makes your room bigger. I'm
Absolutely.
bringing the outside in.
So it almost adds more windows,
Yes,
floor to ceiling
it's-
windows.
This side of the house didn't have windows.
So you added them in.
I added them in with the mirrors, and people come here and they're sitting on the couch instead of facing the wall, they're seeing the outside.
I love that. A great joining of the 2 spaces, and we've got more spaces to check out in this beautiful waterfront home when we come back. Coming up next, we look at creating an experience with special design features on SoFlo Home Project.
I am here with Terry from Florida Solar and Air, so thanks so much for letting us come out and kind of talk about what solar has to offer.
Thank you.
But when it comes to someone that's still unsure, doesn't really know how to go about it, why should they choose solar?
We are in the Sunshine State. We all need electricity, and now we have a choice of where to get it from.
So one thing that really makes y'all unique is you really assess each process with the client. So talk a little bit about that.
We are also a general contractor, and one of the things that we want to do is we want to do a full evaluation of your home. We want to do a needs assessment to see what we need to do to make the house more efficient. We check the roofing to make sure that the roof is in good standing in order for us to attach panels to your roof. We will verify your appliances, your air conditioning, if you have a pool, the pool equipment, and we'll make recommendations so that there's less penetrations, less panels needed on the roof to make sure that we maximize and make the house the most energy efficient. Once we do that, my sales representative will sit with you. We will design a solar array of your home. You will be able to see exactly what it's going to look like on your roof. And then from there, we talk about what to do so that you can go solar.
Now there's a lot of efficiency when it comes to using solar, but the big question is, the cost when it comes to my FPL bill. How is that going to change when I am using solar?
So the idea is for you not to incur an additional bill. So what we do is we size the system so that instead of you paying FP&L, you're taking that money and investing it into your home, and in return, adding value to your property as well. I actually have a couple of bills from some of my customers that they approved. It's an $11 a month bill because you still have to be connected to FP&L. Customer that did work with us 2 years ago has a fixed bill that has not increased, where FP&L has had 2 price increases this year.
Is there any upfront costs? What do I need to know when it comes to just going for it?
There is no upfront cost. With the PACE program, it's based on the equity that you have on your home and your ability to repay. One of the great benefits that this program has also is that your first payment might not start for another 12 months, if not longer. So some customers are actually saving money that first year because they're not paying FP&L and they don't have a payment.
Now, are there any incentives to go solar?
There's a 26% tax credit that most of our homeowners qualify for.
Now, if someone is ready to go solar, what are their next steps?
Call now. Let's take advantage of that 26% tax credit before it's gone. Call Florida Solar and Air at 877-310-0310. Or you can visit us at the website solarandair.com.
Well, thank you so much. You have given us so much information. So thank you for letting us come out and see what you guys have to offer.
Thank you.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to tour this gorgeous waterfront home with designer Monica Suleski. Monica, so earlier in the show, we showed the entryway of your home and kind of peeked up at the catwalk, but now we are on it, and I have to say, this is fabulous. On the second level, we find a very cool glass bridge. This is everyone's favorite design feature, as well as the best spot to enjoy the water views.
It's a great conversation piece. It's a very interesting element of this house, and the fact that everything's open. So you look down, it's open. You look to the right, you see the beautiful water. You look to the left, you see the entrance. So it keeps going with the glass box idea of the house.
And what I want to talk about here is also the way you kind of gave each area of this catwalk its own little personality. We talked about setting a mood for a space. Was it important to have like a separate nook, again, creating these little moments throughout this area?
For me, everything is about experiences. It's creating experience. So when you see this green, it wakes you up.
It does. It's one of my favorite colors, so I love this. And we're also surrounded by two great art pieces from up here.
So this space was perfect, like an art gallery.
Absolutely.
And that's what I wanted to create here.
It does have that kind of gallery feel, and of course, with this feature, what a cool feature. But there are some more cool features in this home that we want to share with our viewers. So let's go check out the next spot. Monica, so what an incredible space in here. I love that there are mantras written on here. Talk to us about this. What a cool way to personalize your space.
For me, the reason that I love mantras, affirmations, because whatever you think is what you will become. Whatever you see, your subconscious registers.
So not only do these become your daily affirmations, but it personalizes the space.
Yes.
And I feel like it's almost art for the space as well.
In this particular space, it's like my spa. I can get my massage, my facial. So in any home, you could create this lifestyle in any size room.
So this amazing shower is actually not in its own space. It's in the middle of your bedroom.
Yes.
And it's hard to tell from where we are, but there's a whole lot more to see on the other side. Next, we experience the rest of this relaxing room on SoFlo Home Project. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our tour of this fabulous waterfront home with designer Monica Suleski. Monica, so we saw the other side of this bedroom right before the break, but in between the bedroom and the bathroom is this nice living space. How important was it to kind of create these moments?
Since the room is large, I wanted to create this is a whole experience in the room. So basically this bedroom is like a complete spa.
It's a suite in its own
Right.
sense. Well, I love the way that you set it up, and here again, the walls are white. It gives this sort of lightness to the space, so everything feels light. So there's so many great rich textures as well.
Yes, I like layering the textures because it creates dimension, but keeping the colors the same. So it's still peaceful, but you're creating another dimension. Because your bedroom is where you spend 8 hours a day, so people should make it beautiful because it really is your heaven on earth.
Absolutely. We always talk about it being that sanctuary,
Yes.
that part of the home that
Yes.
should kind of be an escape from everyday life, the place where you rest. And now keeping in theme, because as we've toured your home,
Yes.
see little bits of crystal and a little touch of glam as we go.
Yeah, the reason I chose this light because it's like diamonds next to your bed. It's just the right amount of touch of glam, but it's not overstated.
Exactly, and I think that's the whole theme of this. You've added that in without overpowering it, and it's
Yes.
just so soft. I know there's a lot more to see, but we've done a whirlwind tour today, and I thank you so much for sharing your design philosophy as well as your home with us today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
And now let's take a look at what design inspiration we have planned for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. Next week on SoFlo Home Project, we take an inside look at the way custom designed furniture is built. It's truly the best way to create furnishings tailor-made to fit you and your lifestyle. And before we go, let's check in with Hunter Frankie, the host of SoFlo Health, and see what he's got going on tomorrow. Hunter, what's up?
Hey there, Elena. Join us on SoFlo Health tomorrow for some incredible art like what you see behind me at NSU Art Museum in Fort Lauderdale. Plus,
Javier here is a pharmacist, and he shows us how we can find out if our bodies are doing a good job processing carbs and sweets. Speaking of important info, we'll learn some pool safety tips and how to put resistance bands to good use.
it's all tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. on the one and only Local 10 for SoFlo Health.
Thanks, Hunter. That sounds great. We will definitely be watching. And to our viewers, we thank you for joining us this week. And we hope to see you again next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.